Look at this, lazy. I'm spending money to do my improvements today. So first thing, I've got an inspection mirror, because looking around the back of the laser to check for bubbles in the tube is a real pain. It's nigh on impossible without moving all this gear. So inspection mirror. Next, I'm determined to lean out the 3D printing setup. It's so awkward and hard to do, and as a result I don't do it. So where there's struggle, there's opportunity for improvement. So we've got silicone mat to avoid spills. At the back there I've got like a little cardboard tray I've been using, so this area is a joke, so this needs to be sorted out. A silicone funnel and some other little accessories to make things easier. That's going to sit under the printer, and I've made a little vat lid cover to block out the UV. The resin is UV activated, it hardens under the action of ultraviolet light. This tinted cover is only partially UV opaque, and after many months it actually degrades the resin to the point where it can't be used. So I'm laser cut from a piece of scrap, a piece of like a vat cover to block out the light completely to the resin. So let's organise this area a little bit. So I've started to rearrange the order of the machines, because this one needs to be underneath the window for fume evacuation purposes. I think I'm going to end up building a little isolation booth at some point. And I'm going to reorder the machines so they're easier to get at. And I've just noticed that the wires are unlabelled. I don't know which way these go back in, so I'm going to label them up. That's a bit more civilised, isn't it? Now I've started to assemble all the tools that I'm going to use. Let's get some kind of organisation with those. Okay, applying the principle, if something's worth doing, it's worth doing badly. Just get started. This is my first iteration. Got work gloves mounted to the wall above the desk. They're on my left-hand side, I'm right-handed, so I can get those, they won't be in the way. Tools that I need more regularly, given that I'm right-handed, are on the right-hand side. They're easy reach. These are mounted to the wall, because in all likelihood they're not going to be covered in resin that often. I've got a resin scraper on the mat labelled up. The ball joint that holds the build plate is secured by an Allen key, and that needs to be kept near the machine, so I've magnetised that to the side so that can be used and stored, so that'll never be out of place. And I've also labelled up the fact that I need to remove the vat lid before switching on, and I know you can get sign blindness, but that's an improvement. So I've moved them so they're under the window. This is woefully inadequate. I'm going to get some kind of larger silicone mat to house the whole thing. I believe pet feeding trays are the thing to search for. My next improvement that I'm going to make is I've got these flexible build plates so that you don't have to remove the entire fixture when removing prints. You just pop this off, magnetically flex it, and it should come off, removing a whole load of over processing. So let's attach that and see how we get on. So I've cleaned the build plate with IPA, the alcohol, not the beer. And now I've got these magnetic build plates. It comes in two sections, a self-adhesive magnetic backing and a brushed stainless I guess, flexible surface. The idea being you can just give it a little flex like that and the build will pop off. So we're going to attach this to there now. And there we have it installed. Pretty strong. It comes off. And these little handles need to be installed to the front. There's a brushed metal finish and a smoother finish. It recommends that the brushed metal gives better adherence to the plate. So that's what we'll be using. Okay, so I've installed the magnetic bed and I've thrown some more money at the situation. I've ordered a large resin mat that's going to cover all this, and something that's going to seem mental, a touch-free bin. So basically you can move your hand near to it and the bin will open. You can put the IPA rags and resin rags and things like that, and it'll close it, it'll keep it sealed. So it's hands-free operation, because you're going to need to keep your hands free to do as much as you can. Also install the side cutters and scraper down the side, label them up. And I've realised that this needs to be mounted underneath there so I can pull it up. So I'm going to design and 3D print some kind of mount for that. But for now, it's nearly 11 o'clock and I haven't even started manufacturing today, so I best get on it.